G'day, welcome one and all to another tournament video. This is day 2 of the 5-star charged attack no purple tournament. So we saw there overnight we've had a couple extra attacks onto this here defense, and we're sitting up in A grade now. So yeah, still using the same raid tournament attack team. I mean, for those of you that watched yesterday's video, the history should speak for itself, but just to explain a little bit more what's going on with this team and why it's so good. So essentially in charged attack, everyone's speed is set to 65. I then have equipped a +9 speed gun to all of my heroes, making their effective speed now up at 74. Now, charge speed 74, that is a tile break, but what can happen is that we can actually get a second charge break by gaining above 33% charge. Now, that 33% charge is doable using Jocasta, who gives out a 38% charge boost. So what that means is that my heroes are now, with Jocasta's buff in play, they're charging in a total of 5 tiles. You add in Ksenia, who gives passive charge generation at 38% increase as well, and pretty much the heroes are charging in about 4 tiles. Now you throw in Blunderbuss, who gives 195% attack bonus, and also War Chest, who has in their special skill that their attack can never miss, and you've got essentially this 4-tile killing machine, which is very, very difficult to stop if I get that 6 tiles to start ourselves off with in red. Once we've got 6 red tiles, the rest of it is pretty much history at that point. So it does rely on getting those 6 tiles first though. So you can see here, Blunderbuss with double War Chest, and each War Chest is dealing out about 650 damage per enemy. And then we fire it again, and it's another 650 damage per enemy each. So yeah, very, very effective at killing people. It makes these charged attack battles quite quick, particularly if I get 6 red tiles straight off the bat. So this next fight is a little bit different, and it'll become very evident what I mean by a bit different straight off the bat. So looking at this board, we have 2 red tiles. On the entire board, we've got 2 red tiles, and they're on basically opposite ends of the board. So straight off, it is very difficult to get going. We did get a match 3 that discovered in on red, which we took, and I am trying as much as I can to clear as many tiles as I can in a cascade as possible. So we saw there we got the 6 tiles in, but we are a tiny bit short of getting that first attack. So unfortunately, with Jack firing there, we have got everyone down to very little health, and we still do not have any more red tiles that are lined up to make a match, to get that last tile necessary. And right now is when we start losing people. Losing Ksenia is probably the worst hero to lose initially, because she is responsible for the reviving. We then lost Blunderbuss and one of the War Chests to whack, and then we lost Jocasta straight afterwards, and now we're down just to 1 War Chest who is silenced from Foley. And yeah, this is pretty much where this fight ends. Fortunately, I did get 1 red tile, so at least I got a kill, so it wasn't a 0-point battle. But yeah, not having any red tiles really made that one quite difficult. And yeah, having 2 red tiles on the opening board is extremely unlucky. And then you follow it up with this fight where there's like 15 red tiles on the opening board, and it's just, if only some of those were in the last fight. Unfortunately, they weren't, and we did lose it quite badly. But this time around, we've got Ksenia, Jocasta, Blunderbuss fired up, ready to go. And then all we need to do now is either wait for the blue tiles or just wait for them to generate enough charge passively. So fire off the double War Chest, Ghost 3 tiles up the middle, and they're instantly recharged. And then we just heal up for good measure and bop poor Stinger variant with another War Chest. So yeah, it is sometimes there. I mean, that was a bit of a feast and famine. We had a feast on the second board and an absolute famine of red tiles on the first board. So yeah. yeah, so essentially my process for these tournament hits is there's two things I try to do. Number one is if I've got an on-color match that I can make, I will make it. 9 times out of 10, unless I think that it can be improved by sort of cascades or whatever, I'll usually take my initial matches. If I can't, or it's a poor board, what I aim to do is I aim to have a large number of tiles matched in as like the one move. Because what that does is you are probably aware that the defense team gain charge dynamically, so based on the tiles that hit them. That dynamic charge decays over time. So what happens is as the enemy is hit by more and more tiles in a single cascade, they actually gain less and less charge per tile from that. So we see here we have lost Blunderbuss, and unfortunately the variant face-off is taunting. But we do have our charge bonuses up and running now from Ksenia and Jocasta, which does make it a little bit easier. Unfortunately, Mayor Vinaya got hit by the charge block and didn't have Jocasta charge to be able to wipe it, so we did lose Ksenia's charge bonus or full charge there. But Jocasta was ready to go, so we healed away most of that damage and it wasn't too bad. I'm trying to wait out variant face-off's taunt, except I've got that many blue tiles on the board that it's becoming... I mean, if I keep waiting, I'm not going to be able to make use of those blue tiles anymore. As it was, I did lose a large chunk of them and didn't gain mana from them or charge from those. So variant face-off fires again, which is a little bit annoying, but seeing as he's already charged, I am just going to try and drop a bunch of tiles onto him just to at least clear him out. Maybe get a demolition proc from my double war chest, because demolition talent removes buffs from the enemies. So if we could get that to happen, that'd be really great. If not, then c'est la vie. So little by little, charge Ksenia and Jocasta again. At this point, I probably got a little bit frustrated with it, and I just mashed my special skills, I think. Yeah, just to try and kill him off a little bit faster. Do a lot of damage, match some blue tiles, repeat, rinse and repeat. Got a nice red cascade on the right-hand side, which cleared them out. So it doesn't really matter now if I do lose the war chests. And then 6th time lucky, basically, Blunderbuss got revived. So yeah, that one was that one. So that's pretty much all of these hits again, all 5 of them. Did get 2 good wins, and then had one where I probably, based on the defense team and the team I brought along, I probably should have won fairly comfortably, but just getting no red tiles for a very long time in that fight made it a bit difficult. So there we are, top 1%, and we're up to 23, but it's early in the day. So yeah, thanks once again for joining. Hope you enjoyed it, and good luck with your own tournament hits. Cheers. Bye.